and welcome to the beginning of arguably, and this is for sure mine, favorite promo of the year, and that is none other than Future Stars. It is a promo, if you guys are not familiar with it, where it takes players that are basically on the verge of obscurity in terms of usability in FIFA, very young talents, very young promising players, usually under the age of 21 or 20, and then propels them into high-rated cards like 87, 88s, and in some cases 90 plus. Last year we saw a 73 rated silver Kai Havertz go up to a 90, and that introduced one of the most OP cards and one of my favorite cards that we've ever used in any FIFA ever. And this year it looks like, it's not confirmed, I don't think EA have come out and said it specifically in terms of the text, but based on what we can see here, it looks like Future Stars is going to be coming this Friday. And given that that's the case, I thought we would talk a little bit about Future Stars and then go through some potential cards that we could possibly be getting this Friday. Now, we did the same thing for headliners and you guys absolutely loved it. If you guys want to continue seeing these sorts of side episodias, I saw the Loic Remy SBC and I thought to myself, you know what, the card just looks a little bit meh. I'm way more hyped about this Future Star stuff, so let's talk about that. If you guys do enjoy these like concept type videos where we like highlight promo and do some possible concept cards, drop a mad lad like on the video. And like I always say, boys, if you guys are new to the channel, we are now at 1 million subscribers, drop a sub to the channel as well. But as you guys can see here on the screen right here, this is what the card design is going to look like. We don't really have much clues other than it looks like it's breaking like a time continuum so that it looks like it's going into the future. I've seen people come up with like, you know, there's a little arrow that almost looks like a bull, so it could possibly be like... Some people even said like there's butts on the screen, like actual like little butts, cartoon butts. The one thing I'm hoping for is Bundesliga center backs, and that's why I've included a couple of them in this predictions video. And then also I think Future Stars would be an incredible opportunity to do what we've seen with the Santi Cazorla card as well. There was one other, Diego Costa got 3-star skill moves up from 2-star. It would be great to see some of these guys, you know, like you've got Rodrigo, for example, who's got 2-star, and he's, you know, Brazilian and he's really, really skillful in real life. It would be nice to see him get like 4-star skill moves. And some of these other players like Zaniolo, a very, very skillful player as well, would be nice to see these guys that have 3-star or 2-star 3-star get themselves some upgrades that would make their cards even more fun, separate from the ratings increase. So we're going to dive right into it, boys. We're going to start with the league that probably everyone is hoping, that everyone is most concerned about, and that is none other than the Premier League. So I'm going to put this over here. And it is Mason Greenwood. So he's probably one of the most popular cards that people are desiring. Obviously English, Manchester United. I think because he's English and because he's Manchester United, I predicted an 87 rated card, but I could easily see him be like an 88 or 89 if EA see fit to increase that card. Again, is probably one of the most requested ones outside of Mason Mount. I had to choose between the two of them, and I went with Greenwood. So 89 pace, 83 shooting, 81 passing, 88 dribbling, and 71 physical. Again, the stats could be boosted any which way EA see fit, and obviously has himself that 5-star weak foot. A lot of people said, you know, Mount, Reece James, and Hudson Callum Odoi. So I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go with some guys that are a little less popular. I want to see a Moise Kean card. I would love to see it. He's already got a high rated card in FIFA. I believe it's a 78 or 79 rated card, and I would love to see a Moise Kean card. 93 pace, 88 dribbling, 85 shooting, 75 physical. This card would absolutely tear it up. He's Italian, so he would link into Serie A squads as well. Interesting little fact about him. He is a supporter of Inter Milan and idolized Obafemi Martins. And then also a little note about Greenwood. His ex-academy coach likened him to RVP. So I don't know. Just so much hype around that Greenwood card. I could definitely see him being given a rating of maybe 88, 89, or even 90. But Moise Kean, I would say at least gets himself an 89, given that he's got a high-rated gold card in FIFA already. So that would be an absolutely nuts card to get. Now we're going to stay in the Premier League, and this is by far, after Greenwood and James, a bunch of other players. There's so many players in the Premier League that you guys are probably going to request in the comment section below. Again, let me know in the comments what cards you guys are most looking forward to possibly getting Future Stars cards. But Martinelli is for sure one of them as well. The Arsenal Brazilian man himself scored a really, really good goal a few days ago. And is absolutely rapid. So I could see him getting like an 87, 88 rated card. Definitely the sprint speed is going to be the highest rating that he's going to get because he is super, super fast on the ball. 94 pace, 90 dribbling. Isn't the most physical presence, but I feel like he'll probably get a good shooting upgrade, good passing upgrade as well. But the main thing about this card is going to be obviously Another winger in the Premier League. Not that anyone is asking for another Premier League winger, but at least this one would be a little bit interesting because he's a guy that comes literally out of obscurity and becomes suddenly, or would become suddenly usable in the game. So an 87 Martinelli ends our run of Premier League players. Now, here's where we go a little bit off. Track. We're gonna go with a Takefusa Kubo. Now, you guys know that we did an epi on him a few months ago once he transferred to Real Madrid. Would be a fun card to get, has 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and would just be a really, really fun card to use in game. Japan, Real Madrid. I believe he might be on loan, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know he's with Real Madrid, but he might be on loan to another Liga Santander club. But as far as I know, his card in FIFA is Real Madrid. So 94 pace, 82 shooting, 87 dribbling, 75 passing, and 65 physical. Again, not the most physical guy in the world, but 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He could be a guy that I see maybe not released in the full batch of cards, but maybe gets himself, maybe is one of the objectives or something or the other. You know, that'd be kind of cool to see. And he's got a pretty lowly rated card in Ultimate Team, so I could see maybe like an 86, maybe max 87 rated card for Takefusa Kubo. You guys know we love our Japanese players in Ultimate Team, so I had to do a little shout out there. Now, going up to Federico Valverde, recently in the news for probably the most infamous tackle in La Liga Santander right now on that Alvaro Morata when during the Madrid derby. Federico Valverde, the Uruguayan, or as Matt HD Gamer would say, the Greek national team player, would probably be a Club 80 player. 90 overall is what I would see him getting. Has a really nice card in FIFA. Has a decent card in FIFA already. 85 pace, 83 shooting, 82 passing, 83 dribbling, 86 defense, and 82 physical. The main point that I'm driving here is that he's got pretty much high 60s and like mid to high 70s on his card already, which would see him with the appropriate boost with the jacked offness that a Future Stars card gets. I could see him easily getting him to Club 80. So Federico Valverde, I believe he's 21 or 22 years old. I think he's probably one of the most requested and probably one of the most popular and likely candidates to get a Future Stars card. Real Madrid's Federico Valverde. Now, you guys would absolutely roast me if I didn't counter that with a Barca player. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with Rodrigo. Have I gone with 3 Real Madrid players? Have I gone... Wait, is Rodrigo telling me to take the L because I haven't done the Barca one? So here's my Barca one. Here's my Barca prediction, okay? Ansu Fati. Imagine the scenes if EA say, you want to know what? We know Ansu Fati hasn't been in the game for the entire... We know Ansu Fati's not been in the game. Let's freaking release the 17-year-old mad lad during Future Stars. Imagine that. We've also got this Rodrigo here. Like I said, he's giving me the L. Super, super fast. Super, super pacey. Again, another guy that I feel like deserves to get the skill move and weak foot upgrade as well. Could see him be like the Vinicius Jr. of last year, who was, I believe, a 92 rated Future Stars card. And you guys are going to notice, I'm not selecting any players that got Future Stars card last year because it is my belief, at least I think, that a player that got a Future Stars card last year shouldn't get another one this year. And I know I'm saying that as a Kai Havertz supporter. So I'd love to see another one, right? I'd love to see a 92, 93 Kai, but just don't see it happening now that like those cards have technically arrived. So I don't know. Maybe that's an interesting question to you guys. Do you think a card that got a Future Stars card in a previous version of FIFA should be eligible to get one in the next version of FIFA's Future Stars promo? So we're moving on to Erling Braut Haaland, who famously is, you know, he follows 11 people on Twitter. I'm just I'm tooting my own horn here a little bit because I don't get to brag about things often in my life, but Erling Braut Haaland follows me on Twitter. Very, very exciting to see that, and very excited to see that he got that 86 Inform card, which means that his Future Stars card, if he gets it, would be absolutely mad. I could see it being a 94, 95 rated card, 95 pace. I mean, like, dude, that 86 Inform is nuts already. This card would be broken if he got a Future Stars card, which is one of the reasons that I think he might not get it, because it would be such a broken card as well. Is he a Future Star if he has already arrived? I mean, he's banging him in for Dortmund. He's not like someone that's coming out of the blue. He's literally... I mean, he's already arrived. He's not a Future Star. He is a star. So I don't know. He's young enough that he could get it. So it would be interesting to see what would happen. But he would be absolutely broken. And we are going to go... And I'm going to go ahead with 3 center backs in the Bundesliga that I would like to see. Selfishly on the RTG, I run a Bundesliga heavy side, so I want to see some center backs, because we don't have a whole lot of center backs in the Bundesliga outside of that Konate. If you missed that, and then maybe that St. Justi card. There's few and far between in terms of selections for Bundesliga center backs. That flashback Boateng is definitely one that I'm hoping for as well. So 89 Zagadou already has a nice rated card in Ultimate Team, so I could see him get possibly an 89 or 90 rated card. He would, at minimum, he would have 79, 80 pace. I'm predicting him with 80, 81, 88 defending, and 90 physical. He would be an absolute beast. He's got the height. He's got some good passing stats already, so I could see him get a pretty OP-looking center back card there. We're going with Ampadu. Not a lot of people know that he transferred to Leipzig. And he is still, I believe he's under 20. He's either like 20 or 21. Ampadu could be an 86 rated card, maybe an objective that wouldn't be too nuts to do. 78 pace, 87 defending, 85 physical. It wouldn't be a FIFA without some sort of promo Ampadu card. Last year he had that Ultimate Scream card, Future Stars card. He's still young, plays in the Bundesliga. Would be kind of cool to see him. Get himself a Future Stars card. And then last but not least, we're going with Indica. 90 center back, has a nice rated card already, so I could see him get a nice little pace upgrade, 83 pace, 88 defending, and 89 physical. You guys get the gist of it. I just want a Bundesliga center back. Give us someone, for the love of God. And if it's a French player, he would make him more linkable for other teams. So Indica, Zagadou, and Ampadu are the three guys that I'm predicting possibly of getting Future Stars card. All of them are still fairly young as well. So that does it for the Bundesliga. We've got Erling Braut Haaland. Again, I know there's so many cards that we could possibly do, and that's the problem with doing episodias like this. We just have to literally put our tunnel vision on and just focus on a couple guys, because there's literally like hundreds, not hundreds, but there's like 50 or 80 guys that we could possibly do these cards on. So we're going to move on to the Serie A. We're going to go with Bastoni for Inter. I'm not sure how he's doing in real life, but a lot of you guys on Twitter said Bastoni should get one because he's very, very young, and obviously great links. Italian, Inter, 76 pace, 88 defending, 85 physical. He's got some good height on him as well, and I believe he has 4-star weak foot, so he'd be an interesting little card there. 88 overall center back. We're going to move on and stay in the Serie A, and we're going to go with Zaniolo, who's currently injured. Roma has 3-star, 3-star, but I believe, having watched his skills and having watched some of his highlights, he's a very skillful player. I believe I feel like he deserves 4-star skill moves minimum. And Zaniolo, like I said, man, if we got a central version of his card, has really, really good stats already. 90 pace, 86 shooting, 83 passing, 87 dribbling with 83 physical is what I'm predicting. Something or the other that he could get. And Zaniolo would be a very emotional one because, like I said, he is injured. So maybe a little bit of an honoring him, a young Roma player. We're going to go on to Eredivisie. Now, the next three are going to be kind of like off-league guys. So we're going to go with PSV. You guys said this guy, Ihataren. He is Dutch, Moroccan, dual nationality, I believe. I'm predicting maybe like an 86 or 87 objective or maybe full release card for PSV. A lot of you guys said that this guy is a very young, up-and-coming player. Literally finding a dynamic pic of him and his Wikipedia, there's basically no information on him, so I don't know too much about him. Maybe you guys let me know. Moving on, we are going with Ruben Diaz. Now, this one isn't really like this one could be a given. He plays for Benfica. He benched Yardel apparently. Still very, very young. Has a high rated card. I believe it's like a 78 or 79 rated card. Might actually even be 80, you know. Which would mean that he could possibly, this is why I gave him this high rated of a card, 90, well, imagine a 90 or 91 rated center back, Ruben Diaz, Portugal, gets good links, 81 pace, 90 defending, 87 physical, would be an absolute beast card. Apparently has done bits for Benfica. Again, benched Yardel. And last but not least, we've got Sebastian Cordova for America. Had to show a little bit of Liga MX love. I believe he's 21 or 22 years old. That kid is absolutely fire. And again, he's got a bronze, so I don't think it would be too big of an upgrade, but maybe like an 85, 86 rated Future Stars card. 86 pace, 83 dribbling, 68 physical, 75 shooting, and 72 passing. So had to show a little, like I said, a little bit of Liga MX off-league love as well. Again, guys, like I said, my main thing about Future Stars, it'd be cool if not only do they get themselves some nice ratings increases, but also weak foot and skill move upgrades would be the perfect promo to do that, because again, like Rodrigo, I think he's got 2-star, and you know, he's way more skillful than that deserves, in my opinion, at least 4-star skill moves. So, and then also maybe Ansu Fati. I think that's probably going to be the one that would be the most hype if they brought a Barca Ansu Fati into the fold of Ultimate Team. But like I said, boys, that is going to do it for the episodia. A little bit different than usual from the Players Wave previews and other stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys are as hyped as I am. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how EA go ahead and execute this Future Stars promo. Again, one of my favorite promos of the year. Always really, really hyped because we get these cards that no one uses, and then suddenly they become usable in the games. If you guys did enjoy the epi, drop a like on the video. If you guys disagree or agree with anything I said, or if you guys want to add any potential cards that you guys would want to see for Future Stars, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I will catch you guys for another upload tomorrow. Till next time, my bros. Tschüss. Later. Ade.